The vice presidential election are around the corner. The Election Commission of India has announced that the vice presidential election will be conducted on August 2022. Also, in today's news, there was an article stating that the ruling party has decided the current West Bengal governor to be the candidate of vice presidential election. And we know that the office of vice president is an important topic for UPSC civil service examination. So without further ado, let's get into the video. This is Fatima Nusrin and welcome to Ekam IAS. The office of Vice President of India is the second highest constitutional office in India, and the tenure of Vice President is 5 years. The Vice President of India will be the ex officio chairperson to the Rajya Sabha. Ex officio means a person handling two offices at the same time. That is, he or she will be the Vice President of India, at the same time he or she will be the chairperson of Rajya Sabha. That is what is meant by ex officio. So the Vice President will be the ex officio chairman or chairperson of the Rajya Sabha. One of the important things that you have to keep in mind regarding the Vice President is that the Constitution of India is silent when the office of Vice President falls vacant. Who has to perform the duty? In case of Rajya Sabha, if the chairperson, that is Vice President, he is the ex officio chairman. If the Vice President acting as the chairman of Rajya Sabha and falls vacant, then the deputy chairman or chairperson will act as the chairman of Rajya Sabha. But in case of Vice President, if the Vice President post is vacant, the Constitution has not specified who has to carry on that vacancy. So that is an important point that you have to keep in mind. In case of chairman, it is deputy chairman, but in case of vice president, it is not mentioned in the constitution. The Vice President of India is not member of any of the House of Parliament. That is, Vice President is not a member of Lok Sabha or neither the Rajya Sabha. If he or she was a member, he or she has to vacate that seat before taking the office of Vice President. Now let's see regarding the removal of the Vice President. For the removal of Vice President, a resolution has to be passed in the Rajya Sabha with a majority of all the then members. The resolution will be carried out only after the notice of minimum 14 days have been published. The Vice President resigned his office by submitting the resignation letter to the President of India. Now let's see the eligibility to be the Vice President of India. The first one is he or she should be the citizen of India. The second criteria is should have completed 35 years of age. Then he or she should be qualified to be the member of Rajya Sabha and should not hold any office of profit. So these are the eligibility criteria required to be the Vice President of India. The Article 66 of Indian Constitution talks about the election of Vice President of India. And we know that the election to the Vice President is an indirect election. And it is done through the system of proportional representation by means of single transferable vote. If there are any disputes and doubts regarding the Vice Presidential election, it will be inquired and the final decision will be made by the Supreme Court of India. So that is regarding the Vice President of India. Now let's see the model question. So this is your today's model question. Try to find the answer and write the answer in the comment section below. The answer, the explanation as well as the detailed material will be provided in our Telegram channel. The link will be provided in the description. And if you find this video interesting, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.